So glad you're here. We are joined by Greg Engert, beer director for the Neighborhood Restaurant Group, a James Beard Award nominee. The group includes Owen's Ordinary up in North Bethesda, and then in Virginia you got a host of places, but in Old Town you have a Vermilion and Columbia Firehouse. Greg, it is always good to see you.
You too.
What do we have on tap this week?
This
Great
week,
label.
Yeah, this week is a beer I've actually been wanting to do for a long time on Beer of the Week, and figured this is a great time to do it. You know, baseball springtime calls for lagers and pilsners. So a classic German pils that up until really only the last year or so was absolutely impossible to find in America. So this is kind of a cult pilsner that people have liked for a long time overseas, and now we can finally get it. The brewery is called Rothaus. They call this beer Rothaus Pils, but it's also known as Tannenzäpfle, which is, I'll explain that name in a minute. First, let's taste the beer.
Oh, that cereal quality is
Yeah, exactly.
so
It's super
inviting.
grainy. Classic beer. It feels like we don't do many beers like this anymore on Beer of the Week, you know?
It's a very good late night beer.
It's
so
just a
you
good
feel better in the morning. Not that I drink late at night.
No. This is an amazing classic German Pilsner. Tannenzäpfle is the word for like a pine cone from a spruce tree. And that's what this bottle has always been kind of known as. It looks like a pine cone. So that's where the name comes from. And this brewery is crazy. They started way back in the 18th century as a Benedictine monastery brewery. This is in the Black Forest, so Baden-Württemberg, southern region of Germany. It's actually way up in the high elevation. So started back in the 18th century. In the early 19th century, Napoleon came through and secularized everything. So at that point, it went from being a monastic brewery to being state-run, and has been state-run ever since. So the state of Baden-Württemberg runs the brewery and has expanded over time. In 1956, they introduced the pils that we're drinking right now, and really cool, in this bottle. At that point, most bottles were 0.7 liters. So this was a kind of a new, interesting thing, small format, and it's been like kind of legendary ever since.
It's dynamite.
Yeah, it's really great.
Dynamite. So we have Napoleon to thank in part for this.
I guess.
Napoleon revolutionized German beer brewing, or left a mark?
Well, no, I would say actually, unfortunately,
had a slight impact.
He took brewing away from a lot of the monastic order and took it away. In this case, we're lucky that the state took over and continued to brew, and that the brewery has survived all this time. But it's a rather large brewery over in Germany that's been making really great beer. What they're kind of cool about them is that they're a large brewery that doesn't do a lot of advertisements or commercials. So they just rely on word of mouth and their reputation to sell a lot of beer.
I've been to Germany a few times, not nearly as many times as I plan to. I don't recall seeing this, but it's delicious.
I think it's very regional. Yeah, I think it's around in the Black Forest region.
And the town again? I mean, the city.
It's in the state of Baden-Württemberg.
Is that closer to Berlin or Munich or
south? Yeah, south. So Bavaria. Yeah, next to Bavaria. Yeah.
Yummy.
Really good.
Well, I know what I'd have it with.
What would you
I'd have it with a giant piece of Wiener Schnitzel. What else would you pair it with?
Can you imagine? That's the thing about these beers. It's like, they always say, if it grows together, it goes together. Like sauerkraut, sausages, it's like perfect for that. I mean, just keep drinking it. So I think it's great with that. But if you shift, I'm always thinking about beers that go with some tough ingredients. I love pilsners like this. This is so balanced. You mentioned cereal grain. It's got malt sweetness balanced against herbal hop bitterness, but it's dry without being super bitter. Nice and spicy. I love this with pizza, basil, anything sauce-based, Italian food, red sauce, fantastic. And I also like it with spicy food. I'll stock this in my fridge and have it with like Indian takeout or Vietnamese. It's just that the spicy quality of the hop melds nicely with that. A little bit of grain sweetness, tempers the heat, phenomenal.
Anything really.
Yeah, it's a Pilsner. It's supposed to go with everything.
The only problem is this glass is several milliliters too small. Very good. And can you get this around here?
Oh yeah, no, this is available everywhere now. It's fantastic.
All right, look for it. Greg, thank you as always.
Thank you.
Everyone, please always do drink responsibly and be sure to bring your thirst next time for another beer of the week.